How many times have we felt bloated after having a Navratri fasting meal? Sometimes it doesn't even feel like that we're actually having a fasting session with us, because the next day what you're feeling is bloating, indigestion, and a feeling of heaviness. Don't worry, today Marshi Ayurveda is going to give you the perfect meal that you can try this Navratri, which is not only healthy, sattvic, but also balancing for your doshas. Over the last few episodes, I've realized that actually I'm a terrible cook. And not only that, I'm not able to do multitasking at all. So I'm not a person who will cook and speak at the same time. And that is why today I've got somebody very, very special with me. Hi, Dr. Saloni, who's not only a great food expert, a Vaidya, but also is an expert in the Ahar value of Ayurveda. Dr. Saloni is going to help us cook the perfect meals, make it very tasty, make it very appealing. And today she's making us a meal for this Navratri, which is Lauki chips and samak pulao. So stay tuned because she's going to tell us some interesting facts about the Ayurveda of this meal. The ingredients for this recipe which she's going to be making today are listed here, and we're gonna start now.
So we will start with samak pulao first.
Okay.
I've soaked 2 cups of samak pulao in hot water for around 15 minutes.
All right.
And now we'll start the cooking. I'll
Okay.
use my pan.
So we have the pans ready. Till the time she's getting it ready, I'm gonna tell you why samak. So samak, most people don't know that it's not really a grain. It's actually a millet, and millets now is really, really healthy for you. Samak particularly is used in Ayurveda specifically because of its Vata Pitta balancing nature. It's very, very cold or sheath.
Yeah, it is
virya.
sheath virya.
Sheath
Yeah.
virya.
And gives relief with the bloating and heaviness in the abdomen, which you mentioned earlier.
Oh.
That is why it is preferred in
Fasting time.
Yeah.
What is the first thing you're going to put?
I'll add cow ghee.
Okay.
That is the best thing.
Everybody knows cow's ghee, A2 organic, is quite sattvic.
Little bit of like around 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds.
Tablespoon or teaspoon? I think that's a teaspoon.
Sorry, teaspoon. Let us
Yes. So half a teaspoon of cumin seed.
Adding around 2 or 3 cloves.
Is there a reason why you add cloves to the?
Because samak pulao, as we mentioned, is sheath virya and very laghu, very light. It can increase vata.
Okay.
To balance out that, we are adding these spices.
What next?
Next, we have ginger. It is grated.
Okay.
Around 1 tablespoon. And around 2 chilies. It is optional. If you like tangy flavor, you can add this.
So all of these are quite warming, and I know why you're putting all these.
Now I'm adding some curry leaves.
So the reason why we're putting curry leaves is it's a great nourisher for your dhatus, as well as very good for those who want good quality hair.
Yeah.
And then what is the next?
Hing. Adding just a pinch of hing.
Okay.
It is very good to balance out your vata dosha. Now I will add some of the veggies.
What is the first vegetable that we're
First
going to
is
put?
capsicum, then carrots, beans. So we'll add those.
Okay.
So we will also add some potatoes because it makes a little bit of filling. Because we are only having one recipe in a day during fasting, so it should be filling.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Now I'm adding little bit of salt. Panda namak, which is allowed in fasting and has medicinal properties also. So we are using this. And also I'll add little bit of black pepper powder. So the taste. So I will cover the pan so that the vegetables will get cooked.
Okay.
And we'll let it cook for some time. Now you can tell all about the vegetables, the qualities.
I think for me particularly, using sweet potatoes more than potatoes is very important. That is the Ayurveda way of replacing something bad with something good. However, if you love potatoes and can't, get away with it, then it's also okay to use potatoes. We are going to give you the information at the end of the video of whether this is a dosha balancing meal or not, whether it's a sattvic, rajasic, tamasic meal. So stay till the end of the video because we're going to be telling you that. Now our veggies are cooked. We'll wait. They're not done yet.
They're not done. Let them simmer for a few minutes. They are almost cooked.
Okay.
So now I will add tomatoes.
So our final ingredient in the veggies is tomatoes.
And to add to your knowledge, I'm adding nuts also. These also balances vata and makes our dish more nourishing.
And these are pre-soaked nuts that she's put in this dish. It does smell really good. Actually, for somebody who is not looking to eat a full-fledged pulao, it's also a very good mixture to just have it on your own.
Yeah.
Because the fragrance is just amazing.
So now we'll add the rice.
Okay, so this is the rice. This is a samak pulao, like I said. So we're gonna get it ready. Samak, like I said, is a millet, not a grain. And millets are really, really good and nourishing for your body. However, most millets are very, very heavy to digest. Contrary to what samak is. Samak is actually not that difficult to digest. It is the lightest millet out there. So even if you were to select, from the group of millets, but samak millet is one of the lightest millets to digest. So if you're starting with millets, it's a good millet to start with, and you can also have it daily.
Yes, now
All right. So now we're gonna mix it.
you can see how colorful this is.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, I'll add a little bit more of my salt.
I'm gonna keep mixing it.
Yeah, you can do that.
So most people actually don't know that salt, even though we are using senda namak, what effect does it have on our body is actually quite rajasic. So if the salt taste itself is coming under the rajasic category, so anything that increases rajas in your body, that means activity. If you're a gym trainer, if you're somebody who goes and works out a lot, if you're an athlete, or if you're somebody who's a very, very active person, taking salt is good for you. It's one of those things which will actually help you increase your activity. However, too much of it for anybody is definitely not good.
Bad.
Yeah.
So I have to add water also.
Okay, so we'll add some water.
Yes, just to soak the rice. These are pre-soaked, so we don't need much of water.
So when this comes out, it'll start looking like a pulao or more like an upma.
It will be a pulao.
Okay, it'll be like a pulao.
Yeah.
This looks beautiful.
Now we'll simmer the gas and
Okay.
we'll cover it to cook.
So the holisticness of samak pulao, especially for fasting, why do you feel like this will be good for those who are fasting?
First thing is easy to digest,
Okay.
very easily available. It is
It's not a true grain.
it is not a true grain.
Yeah.
So it is allowed in our Sanatan Dharma as per our fasting rules. Secondly, when we add multiple vegetables, it gives fiber also, it gives protein also, and we are adding nuts also for richness of it. It keeps our filling. Our stomach filling, because whole day we are only taking one meal,
Yeah.
so we have to fill our stomach. Like cashew, as per I would say, cashews are not good for kapha type of people. So I won't suggest eating nuts like this every day, but yes, you can add to your meals. The quantity should be measured and they should be pre-soaked. These were
Yes.
soaked and then we just
Try them a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So soaking is a very important step if you're using nuts in your lifestyle, and as she said, quantity needs to be less. Let's move on to the next step. Are we ready with the pulao? So
No,
maybe
I
we
think
start.
it is not ready yet.
Okay, so we let that cook and we start with our next recipe. All right, so we switch off the gas because our pulao seems to be ready now. It is smelling so good. Even though I'm not fasting, but I feel like I want to have this as my lunch meal. It's so good. And it seems so nourishing just to look at it. And this is a very important factor in Ayurveda. Just the way you look at the meal and the feeling it gives you does very big part of your digestion.
Exactly.
So if the meal is looking appetizing, if the meal is looking, like it salivates your mouth, then automatically your digestion will work perfectly. So it's very, very important for the bliss factor that your meal should look nice. Okay, what are we doing next?
So to enhance the taste, I'm adding little bit of garam masala.
Garam masala is exactly what it says. It is garam, that means heated to you, because samak millet is, kind of cooling in nature. We're going to add a little bit of garam masala.
And
And what is
also
the next?
after cooking, we have to add garam masala after cooking the recipe.
After cooking. So this
Yes.
is one major difference that, you know, the Indian cooking people, you're not supposed to add the garam masala in your ghee while cooking. You're supposed to add it towards the end.
Yes.
Okay.
Now somewhat of cumin powder.
So cumin is also not put in the ghee. So
We can add, but it is roasted cumin. So we
Okay.
can add on the top. It
On the
gives
top.
the aroma.
Okay.
Yeah. Little bit of black pepper to enhance the taste. We have already
She
added
does
it.
like spices a lot,
Yeah.
but if you're a person who's a pitta body type, don't do this. Try and see the spice levels according to your body type. But for the rest of us who are trying to lose weight, who are trying to maintain good nourishment, spices are actually pretty good. They're very, very good.
Let's garnish with
Coriander. So finally, a pitta pacifying herb in this recipe, which is coriander.
and one more thing I'll add, that is lemon juice.
Now we're going to put some lemon juice, and you know this lemon juice is for flavoring. It's quite acidic in nature, so take it according to your body type. Okay, so now we're done with the garnishing and you know the beautifying it. When can we have it?
Let it.
Wait. Aren't we left with another part to this recipe? We are supposed to give a crunch to our audience as well, because there is no Navratri, no fasting without a crunch to it. So the next part of our recipe is actually giving you another sattvic crunch time. So stay tuned.
So we have lauki thinly sliced. We'll pat dry it.
The qualities of lauki is very, very cooling, very nourishing. It's a great liver detox, and it's very, very good for balancing out your gut as well. So if you want to add one vegetable on a daily basis which nourishes your gut, lauki is very, very good. And what is the next step we're going to do? So we're going to let them dry.
I would like to mention one thing. Lauki is considered very boring, like for every age group. So we'll make it tasty and we'll make it crispy.
Okay, all right. So growing up, I hated 3-4 vegetables, and I think almost every other Indian out there can echo this pain with me, that their mother wanted them to eat lauki, tori, tinda, these 3 vegetables, which were the most hated vegetables of Indian kids, as I can say. But now that I've grown up and I've understood there are a variety of ways you can make this into a holistic way, and you know when you eat you actually feel really good in your gut, I really understand what my mom was trying to do. So we're gonna try and make this tasty even for kids. So kids who are fasting or kids who are not fasting, but you want them to get something, you know, nice, spicy, crunchy, lauki chips is on the way. Okay, so what are we putting now?
So this is singari ka atta, which is very commonly used during Navratri.
Yeah.
We make pakodi also, mixing it with guttu ka atta. So I'm using it just to coat to make it crispy and little bit more healthy and nourishing. Now I'm adding little bit of salt, little bit of pepper for the taste. As you know, I like things little bit tangy and spicy.
She loves her peppers for sure. If I were to have this much pepper, I think the next day I would be burning with, you know, fire on my head.
I'm a kaffa type of person.
That's
so that is
So
why I
it's
like it.
great.
Yeah, it's great for me.
But you know, the good thing is that she's already using 2 very cooling ingredients. So a little bit of pepper is still okay. It's very
little
good
bit
for
masala. Now a little bit of roasted cumin powder. Now I'll add little bit of lemon juice, which is optional.
Okay.
Now I will mix it.
So we're going to mix this whole thing.
Yeah, so that the flour will get coated on the slices.
So I think you've prepared the lauki with the, you know, singhara flour and everything. Are we ready to start cooking now?
I take the pan. We have grilling pan with us.
Oh, nice. I'm going to switch that on. So now we're using this for grilling. What is the next step?
So we'll add little bit of sesame oil in this. So just shallow fry them.
Okay, but why sesame?
Because it is very good for vata balancing.
Okay.
We are fasting. Fasting itself increases vata. We are eating light meals. So sesame oil will counter that.
Yeah. So sesame oil, like she said, is quite grounding. So again, people who have a lot of pains, people who have dryness, people who have anxiety should take sesame oil as compared to other oils. And you know, Dr. Saloni, if you can tell people grilling versus steaming, because here you cook the samak pulao, what does grilling do to your food versus steaming?
So the main thing is, like when we are grilling, we use a little bit more quantity of oil.
Okay.
So it is more vata balancing.
Okay,
mainly.
so that you know it's not dry. So whenever you're using grilling or even baking, make sure you use a good amount of fats, because all of these items are quite vata aggravating. If they are grilled or baked or air fried, it makes it very drying in nature. So ensure that you're using a lot of fat.
Yeah,
So
now
we
the
go
pan
with the
is
lauki chips. Yes.
Yes, it is ready, and I'm keeping these slices.
They do look nice. I have never imagined Loki to be used in this way. I've always sort of looked down upon Loki as a vegetable. Can we add more oil from the top if I feel like this is...
So because we are doing shallow frying, so when we'll overturn these, the oil is already there. If necessary, we can add more. But if someone is doing roasting or air frying, which I don't recommend, but if someone wants to do because it is in trend these days, so they can do. They can roast also. They can sprinkle a little bit of oil.
Okay.
They can roast also. So I'll turn one and see whether it is done or not. It has started.
Okay. Again, it's smelling so good, and I think we should stop doing this at lunchtime because I think most of the times I'm just getting hungry while cooking this. That's the ideal way to test whether your body is functioning or not. Your hunger should actually be very, very active during the pitta time. This is a pitta time which is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we're shooting at about 12 noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock, which is the prime pitta time. So if you were supposed to have your lunch, have it at least between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's a very, very good time. Everything will get digested, even heavier proteins will get really well digested during this time.
So as you can see, these are golden brown.
Yes.
So I think they started cooking. I'll turn them again.
Oh God. Can I taste one of them?
It's pretty hot. Some of them are really cooked well.
So you'll see the look of these dishes. You know, there's a reason why Dr. Saloni is the cook in the house and it's not me, because if you would have seen the videos that I did,
No, it's not like that. Actually,
it actually makes it really appetizing.
But I would suggest that everyone should know a little bit of cooking. You can do that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I know cooking. It's just that I'm not the best at it.
So from next time onwards, we will cover some recipes. The people who don't like cooking, they can also cook.
Yes,
Those
please.
recipes.
You know, like people who hate cooking, please give us some simple methods to make like 5-minute meals or 10-minute meals which don't take too long and have easy, accessible, healthy ingredients.
For sure, we'll do that. So now these are almost ready.
Okay. And
so I'm removing them on a tissue so that the excess oil gets removed. We can do one more thing. Like we can bake them also. Like we can dry roast them also.
Yeah.
It is up to the choice.
But even with baking, you're supposed to have like a good quantity of oil.
Yeah. Oil is necessary. Little bit of oil.
Okay.
To balance out the vata dosha.
So today we made 2 very interesting dishes, like she said, Loki chips with samak pulao, which, oh my God, it smells amazing. Oh my God. This is actually feeling very sattvic to look at, and I'm so happy that I've got this one meal for my Navratri fasting, which is not going to make me feel bloated, not going to make me feel like I have indigestion, and it is not also acidic. Like, you know how you make that Navratri curry, it's quite acidic with yogurt and everything. I think this is a very, very good dish for even those who are not doing Navratri fasting but are also trying to eat healthy and lighter in their day. How would you rate this on the level of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas?
Very high in Sattvic Gun. Very high.
So we're going to rate this approximately 95% on our Sattva meter. And what about Vata, Pitta and Kapha?
So we'll say it is Vata dominating, and it balances Pitta and also balances Kapha.
Okay, so we're going to rate it high for the Vata balance and we're going to rate it a little low for Pitta and Kapha balance.
Now the wait is over, we'll plate.
Okay.
We'll do the test.
Alright, thank you so much. Now we'll plate it and eat it. Really, really hungry right now, so let's try and wrap this up. Okay. Oh God, so good.
Really? Okay. Now we'll plate it, and a whole meal.
I think you should plate it quickly.
Yeah, before I eat all of them,
sure.
You should plate it quickly.
So now we will start the plating of our best favorite Navratri meal, and the way that we serve it is in sort of a bowl, so that of course the appetizer.
One pot meal having everything.
We can replace the sabudana papad with Loki papad.
Yes, and as you were asking, like, will it be like upma or rice? As you can see, these are fluffy. These are like pulao.
Yeah. So now our final Navratri bowl is ready. Dr. Sonoli helped us understand you can create very healthy meals even during Navratri or festival season. So this is my perfect meal. And if you want more knowledge on fixing your ahar, do follow us on YouTube, and we tell you the best Ayurvedic recipes out there.
So share this video with all your known ones who are fasting or not fasting so that they can have a healthy meal this Navratri. Thank you.